Hey, how's it going? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, bronies and gentlecolts, or ponies and gentlecolts. This is the one, the only criticism I had 2009, aka Nintendo Freak 2011. I had to catch my breath there for a second. So, real quick before I begin, just wanted to give a real quick shout out to Adventures of Luna. He's a really kick-ass dude, he's a little bit younger than me by 4 years. I think he's like 19, 20. I'm like 24, so pretty chill out guy, real funny, super hyper random as shit, but makes a lot of funny little jokes. We'll do a couple of Let's Plays here and there, we'll do my little pony reviews like I do on my Nintendo Freak channel, so I'll leave his link down in the description box below, and it's actually him right here is actually doing a review of like all of the top 20 games that he's ever bought in his life, so there it goes right there. He's a real chill guy. Definitely subscribe to him, like his videos, comment on them. Real awesome kick-ass Let's Player. His walkthroughs are pretty kick-ass too. I've been subbed to him since like around December last year, but pretty awesome guy, like I said, real funny in comedy too, so definitely check him out. So hopefully you read the title of the above. I've actually been working on this for probably about a week or two, so I got all the information together and I did a lot of my research on these games, and I'm not going to go too much into detail on them because it'll probably be like a 2-hour video if I do end up describing the whole game and what it's about, what platform it's on. So I'm just going to get into little clips and details about it, small details, not big ones. So coming in at number 10. So like I said, if you read I had a brain fart again. Yeah, if you read the description box, not the description box below, but the title of the above, which of course is top 10 best indie games of 2012, which I would have did one for it last year, but I was kind of lazy on it. It didn't really pop in my mind until about a week or two earlier. So let's get on to this list. So number 10, and there's only like 4 of these games I actually played. I never played the other ones, so it's still not a lot that I knew about them. There's still certain information I did catch up onto them. So let's begin. Number 10 is Limbo, which that indie game went pretty damn fucking viral. The first year it was out, it's pretty kick-ass last year. I never got to play it, unfortunately, because I was kind of broke at that time and I didn't have that much money on me. Especially to download the DLC pack, downloadable contact shit. I did not have a fucking dime for the life of me to get that game, so had to wait until a couple months later to play. It was pretty decent. Kind of one of those Tim Burton kind of games where it's like little gothic emo kind of game, but still pretty kick-ass at the same time. For PS3, 360, and the Mac PC, of course. That's where it originated from. A lot of indie games, aka independent games. They're usually in little small companies, so the producer and director, they're paying money out of their own pocket to create this game. They're not, they're not backed up, and they're not represented by big giant gaming companies like Activision, Ubisoft, EA Games, EA Sports, Capcom. What else out there? Konami, real big giant companies out there, but they're more like small independent companies, so they're literally busting their ass trying to make their fans real happy. Unlike the bigger companies where they really don't give a crap about what their fans say, they just want the money most of the time. That's what it is. But yeah, there's that one, Limbo. Another thing I liked about the game, I like the art design is mostly all black and white, so it's kind of like that old school 1950s, 60s silent movie kind of film, so pretty awesome. And then at number 9, Super Meat Boy. And I know I already talked about this a couple months ago when I did my top 20 best games of all time. But you know what, I want to talk about it again because it was pretty cool. Fortunately, I never got to play this game, so I did see a lot of Let's Plays on it on YouTube last year, especially the year before. It was really huge. I know a lot of my Xbox fans out there, they love the shit out of this game since it was on my Xbox Arcade for a while. So, basically I love the storyline, how it was made, the creator of it, which I'll get into my number 8 movie, not number 8 movie, my number 8 indie game. It's the exact same dude that made that game, but and then he made another one called Gish. I never got to play that game. I think it was back in 02 or 03 when it came out. So that time I didn't have a computer until around 05, 06, from my high school years. That's when I first got my computer, when MySpace was still huge as fuck at that time, before Facebook started getting real big. Yeah. Anyways, Super Meat Boy, he got this evil villain. He has this little monocle glass thing that he wears, so he's kind of like those old school 1900s kind of evil villains. And his girlfriend, she's like this little Hawaiian girl. Her name is Bandage Girl. You got to save her throughout all these fucking worlds, and basically it's one of those RPG games that's real fucking cool. Sometimes it's a rage quitter game because I've seen a lot of people break their remotes or break their like LP cameras because they got pissed the fuck off with dying every time. There's no checkpoints in this game. A lot of indie games, for some reason, there's not that many checkpoints in their system because I guess they want them to start from the very beginning every single time they die. There's another game like that, which I'll get to at the end of this video. Unless I have to do a 2-part video on this, review, you know what? By all means, I'll do it. So yeah, there's Super Meat Boy for you in a nutshell. One more thing that's cool about Super Meat Boy, I love how they made the bosses on there. They have one that's like a big giant slime ball, while the other one's a big giant whale. And the last one, of course, is where the guy with the monocle. If any of you ever saw Foster's Home for Imaginary Frenzy, if any of you guys remember Mr. Harriman, that big giant bunny rabbit, that little monocle thing he uses for one eye, like a pirate like that, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so other than that, yeah, the bosses were real kick fucking ass, especially the one with the monocle. Like, he's in this big giant machine or whatever, and you gotta destroy him at the end. And speaking of which, the same guy that made Super Meat Boy, coming in at number 8, Binding of Isaac. And I do still own this game. Didn't get to have the DLC pack, the Wrath of the Lamb edition, because once again I didn't have enough money at that time. I would have gotten it for Christmas, but one of my roomies, unfortunately, he didn't pull through for me, so still had to wait a little bit longer to get that one, unfortunately. But yeah, Binding of Isaac, for the Mac and PC, real fucking awesome ass game. Basically it's about this little boy and his name is Isaac, and he's got to go through all these basement levels. He has to defeat all these little zombie monsters and shit, because his mother's trying to kill him because God told her to kill him, which to me it's pretty comic relief. I thought it was pretty stupid. It just goes to show you like stupid organizations like what? That fucking Westboro Baptist Church is completely propaganda, straight out FBI, CIA, DEA shit in there. You can tell that shit is all government owned. It's not a real actual church, because if it was, it wouldn't be, setting up all these ridiculous fucking stupid ass rules that they got in that damn church. For a lot of racism, they hate people outside games, they hate people like anime, they could go fuck themselves right there. And if anyone is in my fucking, any of my fucking viewers out there, my fucking asshole ones that are trolls, this is for you. If you do like that fucking Westboro Baptist church, it's all for you, buddy. Everyone else I have love, loyalty, and respect towards, you know what? You got my honest opinion, you know what? You're cool people, you know what? I love you guys. You're the best people in the fucking universe, you know what? Because you keep me motivated to keep making more videos, and I'm going to keep giving that to you. That's what you want? I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you my thought and opinion on it. Hopefully you like the intro picture for this video, because it was Fez, which I'm going to get to that in a second, but yeah, that one's pretty kick-ass too. I was looking on Google to see which one I should use as my custom thumbnail picture. I decided to use Fez. He's an awesome ass character. I know I had Cupboard played him a couple times too last year. Pretty big ass deal. Not Fez from like the 70s show, because that's what I thought when I first heard this game. It's like, will my brother Rama do? He's coming back, which he's Venezuelan. He ain't Mexican. So hopefully white people out there understand what Venezuelan and Mexican is completely different from each other. Okay, even though they don't know Spanish, it's a different world. Trust me. Other than that, let's get to this one. I don't know too much about it because I never got to play it very much as a kid, because this came out back when I was still in middle school. It's called Cube World. It's about this little small tiny ball. You have to, hold on a second. Okay, I thought I heard one of my little dogs crying because I fed them food earlier, but that's not the case. It was just the wind. So yeah, other than that, Cube World. I don't know too much about this game, except it has something to do with a tiny little ball, and you have to keep rolling it and rolling it until it gets humongously big, and it basically just takes over the planet that you're rolling it onto. And that's really all I know about that game. Next one up, I know a little bit more. Unfortunately, I never got to play it myself, but I have seen a lot of Let's Plays to it on YouTube, so coming up next, and more weird-ass noises, I'm just going to leave the door open because it's a lot better that way. There's a lot more air that, filters into the room, because when it's closed, it's stuffy as fuck. So yeah, I'm going to leave that open. Alright, next one up is Terreraria 2. I never could say this name right. I think it's Terraria or Terreraria. I think it's Terraria, though. It's just the way that it's spelled. It looks like Terreraria. A lot of people I know back when it was like 2 years ago, 2011, when this game came out, the first Terreraria. The second one's supposed to come out later this year in spring, in about a couple more months. Terreraria, they said that it was a complete ripoff of Minecraft or something, because you could, pick axes and shit like that, and you could build things, create things, build your roads. build your roads, build your cars or anything like that, take care of animals. It's one of those MMORPGs that, you could probably be addicted to 12 hours to 24/7, like World of Warcraft, Diablo 3, League of Legends, Team Fortress 2, a lot of those MMOs. It's kind of like the same concept, except the only difference is it's 2D flat. It's not 3D. So if you're going for that old school 90s, early 1000s kind of scroll kind of games, except it's still MMO. And you think you can invite 8 to 16 players in that, correct me if I'm wrong. So Terreraria-PC is probably going to be a lot more players on that one than there was in the first one. And there's only like 3 huge main bosses. There's one that's called Aya Cholula, the big giant eye that tries to eat you in half or something like that. The second one, I think, this big giant, 2 big giant like serpent worms or something like that. They try to like destroy you from the underground. I forgot what the last boss was, but yeah, I completely forgot what the last one was for the last boss, but you can go do your own research on it. Maybe I'll leave a link to the last boss for the Terraria series. They might bring them back in the second one, but we'll see. I still do not know a lot about this fucking game yet because I'm just starting to learn about it since yesterday. It's called Sounds and Shapes. I think it's one of those puzzle games, which I'm not too crazy about, so I have no idea why this is on the list in the first place. But you know what? I try to do as much research as I can because I had no idea what I was getting myself into as soon as I found out what this game is about. It's kind of like that new game that's supposed to be coming out to PS4 later on in the far distant future. It's called Real Life Witnesses. I still don't know what that's called. I think it's Life Witnesses or Last Witnesses. Yeah, it's kind of like that Last Witnesses game, except it's a lot more old school and still a lot of more old school people that like that shit more than I do. Even though I'm old school when it comes to video games and shit, but at the same time, when it comes to like a lot of these a lot of these puzzle games, I'm not too crazy or fond of it. Not really, doesn't tickle my fancy, if you get what I mean. Not really interested into it that much. But this one, I guess it's okay. It's not that fun, but I'll give it like a D-. Yeah, next one up, like I said earlier, like right before you saw this video and you clicked on it, Fez. Fez for the Xbox 360 arcade. My opinion, I never got to play this game, but I've seen and heard a lot about it. It's basically about this little bunny rabbit named Fez, and he has to go all over the world collecting these hearts and these little Lego part items, so that way he can save the world and basically make everything in humanity perfect again. So yeah, that's really all I know about Fez. Another thing that's real cool about it, it brings the 2D, 3D concept back together, so it's real enjoyable for old school players like me, but it's a lot more cooler for the younger crowd that's under my age that really, really likes all these building kind of video games or RPG games. Pretty typical RPG. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Number 2 and 1, I still don't know too much about. I didn't do a lot of research on my last 2, unfortunately, because I was a lazy-ass piece of shit when I was just clicking all these random, all these random indie games that's all over Google, Bing, and Yahoo and everything. And they're called Spelunky and Retro City Rampage. And I don't know if any of my viewers or subscribers out there, you could PM me or give me a comment to let me know more about this game, because Spelunky, or I think Spelunky. He looks sort of like an Indiana Jones Mario kind of character, except to me I think it looks more like an RPG game. I don't know if it's MMORPG or just RPG by itself, but it looks pretty fun. When I read like the articles for this game, it said like even if you suck balls at this game, still pretty decent ass game. You'll still enjoy it. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll go apeshit. You'll go crazy as fuck, but in a good way. They'll make you laugh and cry. Like I said, it's extremely enjoyable. It's very addicting. And I also heard, when I was reading the article, that even a 2-year-old could beat this game. So it's pretty easy. It's not one of the most difficult games in the world, but pretty hands-on, pretty common sense. And number 1, Retro City Rampage. I still don't know too much about. It looks like an 80s, 90s game of Hot Wheels from when I saw the article. They didn't have no article for it, but they only have most of the pictures for the website that I went to go see this fucking game. So, yeah, Retro City Rampage. I guess it's a pretty decent game. I'll give it a B+. And, of course, bonuses. These are the ones that are going to be coming out this year. Everyone knows about Bit Trip Runner 2 already. I'm not going to get too much into detail on that, but the only thing I will say is The music is very beautiful, brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it, literally. I'm a grown-ass man crying over video game songs, but you know what? Fuck it. You got a problem with that? Go fuck yourself and get your gun and pull it to your fucking head, okay? The fuck out of here. But if you respect me with that, you already know. I got a lot of love, respect, loyalty. A lot of my dignity goes to you. But, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So, Big Trip Runner 2, you know, I do love the music for it. Very amazing. I love all the art designing for it. You know, that old school 2D, 3D kind of thing going together. Very awesome. Hopefully we get brand new bosses because the older ones were kind of crap. But you know what? Hey, you know, if it wasn't for that indie gamer, the developer for that game, got to give him a lot of props for trying his best on the music because he's got a place in my heart for that music. Very fucking awesome. It's kind of like deep house mixed with electronica, that kind of techno trance kind of thing. Not really dubstep. It might be dubstep in the second one. We'll see. I thought it was supposed to be coming out this Wednesday, but I found out I think it's next week Wednesday. This one is supposed to have its release date. I might pick that up. I might not. We'll see what happens. And then there's Dark Out. Kind of looks like Spiral Knights meets Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing. So I think this one might have been produced by Three Rings and Sega. Or it could have been produced by Capcom and Konami. It's one of those kind of classic late 90s, early 2000s kind of games. And then it has like a Lord of the Rings feel to it. I don't know too much about it yet because it still hasn't come out yet, so it's going to be coming out in a couple months. I think April or May is when it's supposed to have its release date. So, yeah, that's really all there is to it. And the websites I got these from was GameTheoryOnline.com, GameRadar.com, ComplexMagazine.com/games, Squiddo.com, I think it's called TimeBomb.com. I'm not sure. I didn't write it on this piece of paper because I was too lazy to do it. I wanted to do this in a real fast rush when I wrote down the web addresses for these places. And the last one, IndieGames.com, where they do all the little festivals or updates, and when they talk to the producers and directors of these games and the game developers, what platform and genre it's supposed to be, you know, all that information. I'll put that down in the description box below. And once again, shout out to Adventures of Luna. He's a real kick-ass dude, like I said earlier. He's doing like this Super Mario Let's Play right now, and he's doing Princess Peach right now. And I think he's also doing Chrono Trigger and that other game. I can't fucking remember what it is. I think it's called Daddy Die Hard or something like that. It's a little anime harem hentai kind of game. So if you're into that shit like I am, definitely subscribe to the dude. Tell him CGO9 sent you. Criticism Guy 2009 sent you. And yeah, with that said, that's all I got now. That's all there is for now. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another top 10, whatever's relevant out there right now, or in the far distant future, you know, I'll do a top 10 to it. But until then, probably not going to do them for a while. I'll still stick to my rants, my alternative media, my video game and movie reviews, and my last one, of course, video response, which I haven't done in about a year and a half. So give me time on that. I'll let you know. And any updates that are out there too. Oh, there's one more other thing I haven't done yet. I've been wanting to do for the longest fucking time ever. You have no idea. I haven't done tag challenges things in a while. You know, people where they tag you and shit. I haven't done those kind of videos in a long time because at first I thought they were a waste of time, but they're pretty kick-ass. Like, shout out to Nelly Rocks 89, aka Nelly Vlogs 89 now. She has a different channel. She's on my Nintendo Free channel now, so she did this Valentine's Day What Is Love tag, so I might do that one maybe in my next video. We'll see. So, yeah. That's all I got for now. Peace the hell out, guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at in this planet, world. Is what it is, ain't what it ain't. See you when I see you. You guys take care. Goodbye. And I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Peace the hell out. Take care, guys. And be safe. It's Friday night, so don't drink and drive too much or smoke any marijuana you want. Because if you do, as long as you don't get caught by the cops, you're good. Yeah, take care. Later. Peace out. God bless. Take care. See you on the next one on Lasers. You guys take it easy and don't do anything too reckless, alright? See you soon. Thumbs up the video, like, comment, subscribe. Take care, and I'm out.